Ms. Shillman.
Yes, I'll wait a moment. The Buildings and Contracts Committee members met earlier this evening. We are forwarding items 1 through 21 to the full board for consideration and vote. However, I would like to read, or Mr. Sines, would you care to read the change in wording in item number 20? Or shall I read it?
I'll be happy to if you'd like.
Thank you.
The Building and Contracts Committee would like to offer the change that the Board of Education approves the consultant services / architectural engineering services contract to Design Collective for the design of a new elementary school in the Towson area. If I may beg your indulgence for a few minutes, maybe I can frame this whole thing and hopefully mitigate some of the questions. I believe it was 2 board meetings ago that the board deferred action on awarding a design contract for this firm to begin the designs for an addition at the Ridge Ruxton site. We took the charge from the board and interpreted your charge to mean that you were asking us to look at all viable options within the Towson area. We then commissioned the firm to do a site assessment study. We knew there were a number of sites that were available to us that were currently school sites, and we put a packet together for your review prior to this board meeting. But one of the most important things that I want to share with you this evening, you are now in the critical path. Any decision to defer action this evening on one of the options that are available to you will have a consequence of making it impossible to provide additional seats for students to occupy September 2010. In the site assessment study, we asked the consultants to clearly give us the best case scenario to be able to construct a facility. I'll back up one step. Design a facility, go through the permitting, construct the facility, and make it available for students to occupy. So this evening is the last opportunity to add additional seats. Any action later than this evening will result in the part of the report that Ms. Prumo is going to provide to you. We put the brief together to clearly illustrate to you the legal ramifications. Clearly, we can only control what we have within our ability to control. The board itself has a restricted authority, which is the first attachment to the brief that gets into the legalities. Bear in mind that if a member of the audience came forward tonight and offered a 15-acre piece of property that the board did not own in the Towson area, there would not be time to go through the process to allow construction to take place and to add seats. The legal issues involve procurement, going through the IAC, and et cetera. So the window of time has expired. There are no other opportunity. We have provided approximately 8 options for you to think through, and we've made a strong recommendation for one in particular. The one in particular is to construct a new, standalone, comprehensive elementary school on the Ridge Ruxton site. That is our recommendation. Ms. Prumo will share with you what she has done in concert with her staff to illustrate the consequences of no action. So I will defer to Ms. Prumo.
Thank you. Good evening. The
standalone elementary school, comprehensive elementary school at the Ridge Ruxton site would help relieve significantly the capacity of Rogers Forge. We're hoping for, at a minimum, a 400-seat school. The majority of those students would come from Rogers Forge Elementary. If we do not act tonight, then what would happen? Right now, Rogers Forge Elementary has 7 relocatables. Next year, they are getting an additional 2, which makes it 9 relocatables. For the next school year, we will have to annex students. Annexation of students is a short-term strategy, one we don't like to extend over a long period of time. But the longer we delay, the longer those students would need to be annexed.
I'll pick up from there and make a comment that we are aiming for a minimum of 400 seats. That would be the minimum, and the footprint of the building would determine that. It's important for each of you to understand that this is the first phase in a multi-tiered phase approach to address the overcrowding in the Towson area. If you approve this award of the contract to go forward with a design for a 400-seat new school, we are already in the process of developing the living document for FY 210. Clearly, we know we need more seats. And clearly, the county administration has been working with us. They're as cognizant of the problems as each of us are. And the groundwork in terms of public input and opportunities, we have a basis within this site assessment report to begin a conversation. We have approximately 5 to 6 months for that FY 210 document to come to life, identify additional strategies to compensate for the projected enrollment, and we are anticipating the possibility of a third phase. No one has a crystal ball. We can go back retrospectively and say should have, would have, or could have, but we must live in the moment, and you have a very difficult decision in front of you this evening. We believe we brought forward the best viable option and opportunity to begin a positive mitigation of the problem and the conditions we find ourselves in.